held your silence like it meant something, tracing your shadow across my skin. You never said it, but I kept hoping that love would grow from the mess we're in. I gave you mornings without a warning, stayed through nights that you couldn't stay. You took my heart like it was nothing and slowly let it fade away. I kept believing in you maybe, while you were drifting far from me. And every time I tried to save us, you were already leaving. I gave you too much love, more than your heart could ever hold. I burned for you so slow, while you were turning cold. I stayed when I should run away, held on to every word you said. I gave you too much love, now there's nothing left. I read your eyes like open letters, but you were speaking in disguise. You built your walls a little higher every time I tried. I wore your pain like it was mine now, carried the weight you never knew. You let me drown inside your silence while I was saving you. I kept on reaching through the distance, but you were fading out of you. And every piece of me I gave you was something you never used. I gave you too much love, more than your soul could understand. I broke myself just to be enough, but slipped right through your hands. I stayed when I should run away, still back for something real instead. I gave you too much love, now I'm lost in it. Was I too much, or were you never ready? Did I love deep, or did you love me empty? I screamed your name, but you were never listening. And lost myself instead. Too much love for a heart that never cared. I remember how you held my name like it meant something real. In the quiet of your arms I stayed, believing what I feel. You painted dreams in fragile gold, promised you'd never leave. But every word you softly told was never meant for me. I gave you more than I should, more than you ever could hold, and I kept on loving you, even when it hurt my soul. Love was wasted on your heart. Ooh, I gave you all you tore apart. Every piece I tried to save, still I chose the love you gave. Oh, I was falling, you let go. Held on tight but lost it slow. Now I'm standing in the dark with the ghost of who you are. You never saw the way I broke behind a silent smile. I hid the truth inside your hole just to stay a while. I turned your lies into my truth, called it love instead. But every night I felt the proof. You left me there instead. I stayed when I should have run, fought for a war ready door, and I kept on losing me just to be your only one. Love was wasted on your heart. Ooh, I gave you all you tore apart. Every piece I couldn't save, buried deep inside your name. I was calling, you were gone. Held the pain and played along. Now there's nothing left of me, just a love you couldn't see. If I could take it all back now, I'd still choose you somehow. Even knowing how it ends, I would break myself again. Love was wasted on your heart. I gave you light, you loved the dark. I was more than you could take, still I gave you all my faith. Now I'm fading, letting go. Ooh, but your shadow still won't go. And the hardest truth I faced is my love was wasted. saw the cracks behind your smile, the way your eyes would drift a while, like something heavy pulled you down, but you kept spinning me around. I held the silence in your words, felt every truth you never heard. You built your walls so high and cold, still I stayed, still I chose. And every time you pulled away, I waited, hoping someday you would say I'm enough. I gave you more than enough, more than a heart can hold. I loved you soft, I loved you tough, but you were never home. I burned for you in the dark, lit every path you crossed. I gave you more than enough, but you were already lost. You took my warmth like borrowed light, used it just to get through nights. Never asked what it cost me, never cared what I might be. I traced your shadows in my mind, tried to make your chaos kind. Every piece I gave away just faded into your gray. And every time I broke inside, I hid it, just to hear you say you might stay. But you were never there. I screamed your name through the dark, echoes filled the void. I gave you more than enough, still ended up destroyed. Maybe love like mine was too much for a heart that couldn't feel. Maybe I was just a moment you were never meant to heal. I was drowning in your silence while you barely made a sound. I was building us forever, you were tearing it all down. I gave you more than enough, more than I should have done. I gave you every piece of me till there was nothing left to run. I cried for you in the dark, till I could barely breathe. I gave you more than enough, but you never chose me. Now I'm learning how to live without you. All the love I gave still echoes through You walked in like a quiet storm, no warning in your eyes. I built a home inside your arms while you were passing by. I heard the silence in your words, felt distance in your touch. Still I chose to hold you close, even when it hurt too much. You never said you needed me, but I gave you all I had. Every piece of broken faith, every dream I never had. I painted hope in empty space where your love should have been. And every time you let me fall, I let you pull me back again. I saw the truth, I felt the pain, but I kept holding on. I knew your love would never stay, still I stayed anyway. I stayed anyway, even when your love was fading. I stayed anyway, while my heart was slowly breaking. I gave you more than I had to give, more than you could ever take. And even when it tore me down, I stayed anyway. Your shadows danced across my soul like I was not enough, but I kept chasing after you through every kind of love. I wore your silence like a chain, locked deep inside my chest. And every tear I hid from you was love I never confessed. I heard goodbye in every word, but I kept holding on. I knew you'd never choose my heart, still I stayed anyway. I stayed anyway, even when your arms felt colder. I stayed anyway, though the nights kept getting longer. I gave you all of who I am while you were drifting away. And even when I lost myself, I stayed anyway. Maybe love can make you blind. Maybe I just lost my mind, holding on to something gone, praying it would still go on. I was drowning in your tide with no place left to hide. Still I whispered through the pain your name, your name. I stayed anyway, even when you stopped believing. I stayed anyway, while my heart was barely breathing. I gave you love you never earned, gave you more than I could save. And even when you let me go, I stayed anyway. Now the silence speaks your truth. In every step I take, I loved you more than you deserved, and I stayed anyway. I remember how your shadow filled my room, soft as morning, like a quiet, fragile bloom. Every promise sounded honest in your tone. I was certain I would never feel alone. You held my heart like something safe to keep, while I was falling somewhere far too deep. I gave my trust like it was meant for you, believing every word you said was true. I trace forever in the lines upon your skin, never knowing where the truth would end or begin. He wore my love like it was yours by right, while I kept losing pieces every night. I tried to be the shelter from your pain, but I was standing in your pouring rain. I let you take the best of who I am, and never asked you once to understand. And I kept holding on, even when it hurt me slow. I was calling your name while losing my own. You took everything I ever had to give, all my love, all the ways I tried to live. I was yours, every breath, every dream. Now I'm left with the ghost of what we've been. You took everything, didn't leave a sign. All my faith, every piece of mine. I was drowning in your silent goodbye. Still I loved you till the end of time. I hear your voice in echoes of the night, like a memory that won't release its fight. Every corner holds a piece of you, every silence feels a little too true. I gave my heart without a second thought, but love like mine was never what you sought. I stayed too long inside your fading light. Now all that's left is darkness in my sight. And I kept breaking down, trying not to let it show. I was begging you to stay while letting you go. You took everything I ever had to give, all my love, all the ways I tried to live. I was yours, every breath, every dream. Now I'm left with end of time? Was I just a place you ran to when you fell? Just a story that you'll never choose to tell. I gave you more than you could ever see. Now there's nothing left of me. You took everything I ever tried to save. All my life, every part I gave. I was yours, even when it broke me down. Now I'm lost, and you're nowhere to be found. You took everything. Hear me calling out through the pain, through the endless doubt. I'm still screaming your name in the dark. With a love you tore apart. I remember how your silence felt like home. In the quiet I was never alone. Every shadow had your name in the dark. Every whisper left a mark. I gave you all the pieces I could find, every fragile corner of my mind. Didn't notice I was fading away, just to make you stay. And I kept holding on too long, even when I knew I was wrong. I was falling slow along, but I never let it show. I lost myself in loving you, gave you my heart you never knew. I burned so bright just to feel your light. Now I'm ashes in the blue. I called your name into the night, hoping somehow you'd make it right. But love like mine was never enough for someone like you. Distant like a fading star, close enough but still too far. I kept chasing what we used to be while you slipped away from me. Every promise turned to empty air. Still I acted like I didn't care. I was drowning deep beneath your waves, but I chose to stay. Kept losing breath for you. Every word I said felt untrue. I was breaking down inside, but I wore a perfect disguise. I lost myself in loving you, gave you my soul you never knew. I gave you more than you deserved, but you never heard. Now I'm lost in every word. I lost myself trying to love you, gave you my life, you broke it in two. I cried so loud, but you stayed so cold. Now I'm here with nothing to hold. I gave you more than I should, loved you deeper than anyone could. But in the end I finally see you never deserved all of me. I saw you standing in the quiet light, a fragile soul trying hard to hide. The world was heavy on your shoulders then, but I stayed closer, closer again. You never asked for someone like me, still I gave you all I could be. Every silence, every broken truth, I held them gently just for you. Oh, how I bled just to hold where you are. I was falling deeper every time you moved away. Still I stayed. I stayed. I chose you, even when it hurt me. I chose you when your love was empty. Through the darkness, through the truth, I knew I was losing myself, loving you. I chose you, even when you couldn't choose me too. Your words were soft, but they cut so deep. Promises you couldn't keep. I painted hope in a fading sky, while watching every dream of mine slowly die. Still I stayed when the lights went low, still believed in what we don't know. Every tear that I couldn't show, I let it fall alone. And maybe you never saw me break, or all the pieces love couldn't save. I was screaming even if you never ever choose me to. I see your shadow in the quiet room. Every corner still belongs to you. Your voice is fading, but it lingers on, like a broken, endless song. I tried to bury what we used to be, but every memory still follows me. The nights are longer than they used to feel, without your love to heal. And I tried to let you go, but my heart won't listen, no. I'm still loving you, even when I shouldn't do. Through the pain, through the truth, I'm still holding on to you. I'm still loving you, like there's nothing left to lose. Even if you're gone, my heart keeps going on, still loving you. I hear your laughter in the pouring rain, like a ghost that calls my name again. I close my eyes, but you're still right there. Every breath, every prayer. I gave you more than I could ever show, a kind of love you'll never know. And now I'm standing in the aftermath of everything we had. And I'm lost without your light, still reaching for you. In the night, I'm still loving you, even when it breaks me too. Through the scars, through the blue, I'm still running back to you. I'm still loving you, like it's all I ever knew. Even if you're gone, my heart keeps holding on, still loving you. Maybe someday I'll learn to breathe without your memory inside of me, but tonight I fall apart again, calling out your name. I'm still loving you, even when you're not here too. Through the dark, through the truth, I'm still lost in all of you. I'm still loving you, like my soul belongs to you. Even if you're gone, my heart still sings your song. Still loving you, still loving you. Still loving you. I remember how you held my name like it meant something real, like I was safe inside your arms and nothing could disappear. You traced my scars with gentle hands, said you never let go, but promises fell through your lips like words you didn't know. I stayed awake through silent nights just to feel you near, while you were drifting miles away, pretending I was still here. I gave you more than I had, every breath, every piece of me, but love should never feel like this, like begging just to be seen. Tell me why I kept holding on when you were already gone, why I kept singing our song alone, so alone. You broke me slowly, softly, beautifully, like I was made to fall apart. You broke me, gave you all of me, but you never gave your heart. I was screaming your name in the dark, ooh, don't leave me, while you were already leaving me. I still hear echoes in my chest of words you used to say, but love shouldn't fade like this, then vanish without a trace. You looked at me like I was home, then burned it to the ground. Now I'm standing in the ashes of a love I never found. Tell me why I believed in you when you never stayed true, why I gave all I knew to you, just you. You broke me slowly, deeply, endlessly, was all that I heard. Now I'm learning to breathe again through the cracks you left in me. But every piece still whispers your name, like you're all I'll ever be. You broke me slowly, softly, painfully, but I still kept your heart. You broke me even at the end. I didn't know where I'd start. I was calling your name in the dark. Ooh, don't leave me. But you were never really with me. You broke me. You broke me. And I still loved you completely. I remember how your shadow filled my light. Every word you whispered felt so right. I built a world with pieces of your name, while you were never playing the same game. I held your silence like it meant something, turned every doubt into a diamond ring. I gave you time I'll never get again, and called it love instead of pain. I was falling deeper, you were standing still. I was chasing forever, you were chasing thrills, and I kept believing you would feel it too. Oh, I thought my love could carry you. I gave everything till there was nothing left of me. Every breath, every dream, every piece you couldn't see. I burned slowly just to keep you warm through the dark, through the storm. Truth I gave to you, I was breaking while you looked away. Still I loved you anyway. You wore my heart like it was just a coat, something you could take off when you felt cold. I traced your lies like they were poetry, while they were quietly killing me. I stayed awake just to hear you breathe, while you were learning how to leave. I turned your distance into hope, while I was slowly losing hope. I was holding tighter, you were letting go. I was riding forever, you erased it slow, and I kept pretending love was strong enough. Oh, I gave too much of us. I gave everything till there was nothing left of me. Every breath, every dream, love is one-sided and you lose yourself, maybe then you'll see what you couldn't see, what you had in me. I gave everything, can you hear me now? In the echoes of a love you never knew how. I was screaming softly, calling out your name, through the fire, through the flame. I gave everything, even more than I should do. Every heartbeat fading, still it beats for you. Now I'm empty, but I finally see you didn't deserve all of me. I saw the cracks behind your smile, but I call them light for a while. You spoke in half-truths, soft and low. I filled the silence you let grow. You never held me like you should, but I kept believing you would. I traced your shadows in the dark and called it love inside my heart. I gave you more than you could ever feel, stayed through the pain you made so real. I kept on bending till I broke inside, still I stayed. I stayed, maybe I loved you wrong, held on too tight too long, gave you a heart so strong to someone who let it fall. And I kept holding on, even when hope was gone. I sang a dying song while you were moving on. I wore your name like it was truth, like it was something I could prove. But every promise that you made was just another thing that faded. I gave you all my quiet nights, turned all your wrongs into rights. You never saw the tears I hid or all the things I never did. I tried to be what you could never see, a better love, a memory. But I was drowning while you walked away, still I stayed. why